Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Two and a Half Heels. I'm the host, Uncle Black 215. As y'all see, go birds. Wait, I didn't say that right. Go birds! There we go. And as y'all can see, I'm joined today by one of the head honchos of the Wrestling Society.com. Make sure you log on today and go make an account and go see what we got going on over there. Professor Bear is in the place to be. How we doing, Professor?
Man, I'm hanging in there.
Yes, sir.
Ready
Yes,
for,
sir.
ready for this Christmas day.
Oh, yes. Happy holidays from us to you
Yes, sir.
and yours. And listen, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get y'all nothing. But what I did get y'all is a quick review, quick roundup of all the wrestlings that happened this week. And we're gonna start. Let's start with the most recent. How about that? Let's start with AEW Dynamite. And let's just say the aesthetic of the building. I think it was smart of them going to a smaller arena because we know about the ticket sales. We know that it's a little bit hard to fill the seats. So I feel like going to the small building in DC, it made a hell of a difference. What you think?
I do too. The atmosphere is something that is just great. You get that nice feel, and it reminds me of back in the days when they used to do a lot of studios recordings. It is just good. You can, and the crowd, when they have that energy, man, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it at all.
Absolutely infectious night. Now, I feel like I might jump all over the place here. I feel like I'm just going to talk about what tickled my proverbial fancy, and I feel like what did it the most was seeing Ricochet come out in this picnic table suit, thinking that he was finna get into the Hurt Business LLC syndicate, whatever, and the way Bobby Lashley hemmed that man up and was like, "Hey, yo, we sick of you." I
Man,
feel like, what'd you say? Go ahead.
I felt flashbacks of my childhood when I was getting bullied. He
Oh,
grabbed him, man. I was like, oh no, don't take me back there. Don't take me.
listen, listen. MVP said no one likes a kiss ass, and I feel like it's effective immediately. Ricochet is out. I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
me personally, I feel like he sat on the card too long. I feel like he held the business card for too long. And he ain't do nothing with it. He was just out there fighting Will Ospreay. So sucks for Ricochet. But
But
from there, what?
I'm sorry. I keep
No, go ahead.
interrupting. Don't mean to.
No,
But
you good. You good.
I think that it made the storyline that much better. I didn't know I needed them to punk him like that. It just really increased they about their business to say, and I just loved it. It was just like, damn. It's been a while since I've seen somebody get punked out like that.
Absolutely. And then from there, Shelton Benjamin then proceeded to handle business and pick up 3 points, beating the Beast Mortos. I didn't see that victory coming, but I should have expected it because I mean they hurt people. They hurt people. So man, listen, AW is I feel like they cooking again because Will Ospreay versus Darby Allin was just chef's kiss if you were looking for it. A lot of people that don't like the Will Ospreay Darby Allin, spots or whatever. Like this is just me talking, okay? Shut up. Like just watch something else. Like you don't gotta hate. Cause listen, I can barely do a kip up, a sit up, a none of that, let alone backflip out of a Canadian into a hidden blade, into a backflip, into a flapjack. No, I can't do none of that. but these guys can, and it's amazing. What do you think about the Will Ospreay Darby Allin match?
Man, I have to. Uh, if that is not your type of wrestling, turn the damn channel. I mean, whether you are a big flip de doo guy, no matter if you're a ground and pound type of fan, you got to give them credit because they made everything matter. When you can have a match and just the simplest thing gets you hype, you know they're doing their work. And that's what Darby does not get enough credit for.
Mm,
Will doesn't get enough credit for. They
mm.
make the whole match enjoyable to the little simple things. And people just so caught up on the flips and but look at the magic they create that you see him like, damn, man, I feel that.
Absolutely. I just want to say shout out to the ring apron, aka the hardest part of the ring, because for some reason Darby just don't give a hot damn about nothing. Because the way he flew onto that ring apron, mm, mm, on my back.
I swear I didn't know which one was worse, that or when they threw him down the steps that time. Because as soon as he hit that apron,
Mm,
I, I just recently had back surgery and
ah,
I just let out a cry, grabbed my back, teared up. My wife thought somebody
oh.
had broke in the house. I was just crazy. And I'm like, no, baby, you didn't see it. You didn't see it.
Oh Lord. But quite the contest. So then what else is happening over there in AEW? I know World's End, they got a pay-per-view. It's a huge four-way. And I know there was a tag match. And I forgot how that went. But how are we feeling about John Moxley in a whole, as far as the current direction that he's going in, as far as AEW as the champion, and what we doing with that?
Well, honestly, I'm okay with what he's doing. I just think that they're not putting enough emphasis behind it because one minute you got everybody teaming up to try to stop them. Then the next minute they just kicking everybody ass when they feel like it. Nobody comes out to stop them. Hell, the refs don't come out anymore. They just let
Shit.
them do whatever they want to do.
Listen, did you see what they did to Brian Danielson? Listen, whenever I see a plastic bag, I go the other way. So, listen, I was taught as a young child that those who ignore the past are doomed to repeat it. I saw Daniel Bryan get strangled by a plastic bag twice with these guys, okay? That's somewhere I don't need to be. And the referees are smart to stay their ass in the back and not go out there. So, I ain't mad at it. And
Man,
I'm not mad at Mox neither.
I'm telling you what, I'm a Darby Allin now. You get me. I can't look like since you talk about how taught I was taught that if somebody gets you, you get them harder. You go deeper. Don't care what it is. You go back. Yeah, and you be smart about it. You ain't got to let them forget about you. Then you man, you ain't. And a bag, you've got a plastic bag. I'm bringing a back.
Yeah.
The levels. You level up, I
There are
level up.
levels. There are levels to it. And speaking of levels, let's talk about somebody that's probably on a level that I've never seen before. Tony Storm. Okay. Because going from when she debuted, because now she's been here for years. Let's just preface all this by saying she's been here for years, y'all. Tony Storm is possibly, I thought that Timeless Tony Storm was her best work yet. And now I feel like I've already been made a liar of, because now Tony Storm is playing Tony Storm now. Like the story just gets better with time? Like how you like your thoughts on the Tony Storm saga?
I've been watching wrestling for at least 45 years, and I've seen a lot of different angles. I've
What up,
seen a
Brady?
lot of different things. But I promise you, I've never, ever seen somebody that does this immaculate. That's the only word I can use.
Mm,
Immaculate character work. I mean, like you said, the timeless Tony, I thought it couldn't get no better.
mm-hmm.
And what even crazy is, I was following the timeless stuff where she was going over to Mexico and Japan and Stardom doing it. And then when I heard she said she wasn't coming back, she was done. I'm like, oh man, come on, everybody know you ain't. And then you hit us with the Tony and Storm.
Mm.
Look, I'm gonna have to steal one from you.
Chef's kiss. So so we see that this will probably end up with her facing Mariah May again for the championship. And if you haven't gotten the chance to go check out her doing a sit down interview with RJ City, please take the time. Go find it. Not after this though. Stay here. Keep watching this. Don't go nowhere. Stay here. But go find it and go look at it because it's such good work. And speaking of good work, this is gonna pain me, and it shouldn't because I love all of wrestling, no doubt. But Mercedes Moné versus Anna Jay for the TBS title was a very good match to open up Dynamite. See, I can say nice things about Mercedes Moné. It was very good, and it proved to me, even though we've already known this, she's good at wrestling. There's no secret. She is the bomb.com between them ropes, and she can hook it up with the best of them. But now we get to see if this thing really has legs, because the Camille thing it went as far as it could, and now we seeing that she can she can really carry it on her own. So how do you feel with her going into this match against Mina Shirakawa at Wrestle Dynasty? How you feel about Mercedes?
Man, like you said, we knew what she could do in the ring. There was no doubt about that. Everybody knew. It's just what they did from the get go, and it just wasn't hitting the same. And finally, because there's some wrestlers who can be faces, some wrestlers can be heel, but she is much better being a heel and being what everybody thinks she is, which is a narcissist. She does it, and like you said, let's give a quick shout out to Anna Jay, because it is the God honest truth. Since she went over Japan to learn her craft, she has come back, and I have not been disappointed in any matches that I've seen her in. Even when she was in squash matches, she made such a good appearance. And Anna Jay, give her a year, she's gonna have that TBS championship. That's my
Say word.
prediction.
Say word. And we got another comment. The character of Tony needs to start portraying the women she beats. Start playing the role of Mariah like Mariah did Tony. I'm not mad at that, Brady. I'm not
That,
mad
that
at that at all. That that could work, but I don't know. I like the direction we going in now to where she is just acting like she's just new here. Like she's never like she's just never been here before. Like, this is my first time here in AEW. No, it's not, bitch. You had the belt 3 times. You forgot? I mean, I could say
I
that. This is my
want.
show. But she know I don't mean it. I love Tony, love you, Juice, love both of y'all. But yeah, you had the belt.
I'm cool with it. I'm so cool with it. Either way. Just I'm enjoying Tony first, because I'm waiting till that interaction when she
Yeah.
first talks to Mariah May. That's
Oh,
what I'm
goodness.
waiting for.
Absolutely, Tuli. What else has been going on in AE? in AEW. Care to share?
What was going on? Oh, the how do you feel about the whole Christian and the title cash in that he's walking around with?
How I feel about that is you couldn't have put this type of opportunity on a more deserving person. Because don't get me wrong, okay, I've had my fair share of male role models that have, showed me the right way growing up and showed me the right things to do, but none like Captain Charisma. Because Christian, I mean, under the radar, because AEW was full of stars. I mean, from top to bottom, there's main event talent everywhere. And somehow, some way, Christian has just found a way to carve out this nice little, cushy little nook with a leather seat and a glass of scotch and a cigar because he's just that damn good. He's always been this good. But I guess, since you talk about people's, deceased relatives, shock value. But quiet as it's kept, he's always been this good. Even back to the crybaby tantrum era, that was good. But I digress. I love it. And whenever he does cash in this contract, this opportunity, whenever he signs the deal, I would love to see him as a world champion before he leaves. I would love to see it because I feel like it's only a matter of time before Adam comes back. And Adam is going to try to get his hands on that championship. So I would love to see Christian do it.
I see, of course, I see him getting it. I don't see a long title run because, truthfully, he doesn't need it.
No.
I mean, it is so amazing after all this time and everything that he has done in the business. He is still that guy. He can, I mean, to his promo work, his wrestling ability. Who in the hell comes out with a turtleneck with cut off sleeves and make it popping? I mean,
Christian.
if man, love Christian, I always felt like Christian could be bigger than Edge, and he may not have as many titles as him, but I argue anybody down that says his character work is not better than Edge's. Period.
Okay. All right. Stand on it. Stand on it. Speaking of Adam, now there was an interview on the show with FTR because apparently after their fight with John Moxley and them, they can't come back to work until after the new year. So they were cutting a little promo from the crib and they were saying, hey, listen, when we come to the show, Fight for the Fallen, I think it's on Max. That's when they're
Yeah.
streaming up on Max. So that's going to be a big deal. They said, we're not coming alone. And I'm like, wait a minute. I know who your friend is. Your friend is Edge. So we may see the return of Adam Copeland on Max in the biggest simulcast of all time. You ready for that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Man, but the one thing about it, and we kind of mentioned it when we were talking about Christian,
Mm-hmm.
Adam Copeland is just a household name. Edge is, and he still has something to prove. And I don't think he necessarily wants the title, but just for him and Moxley to clash over that,
That's the dream match right there. Listen, you put that on the plate, Wembley, sometime in whenever. I don't care where you do it, but that has to be a main event. They're gonna knock lumps out of each other.
and that's just I'm looking forward to it. I'm like you when they got to talking. I'm like, okay, Edge coming back, cool, cool. Let's see it. And man, I'm sitting here debating whether I want to take a 2 hour drive over to see that in person.
I mean, listen, you only live once, and I say to see that moment is crazy. And just like another moment I'm looking forward to, this will be the last thing from AEW, and then we can move on to the Fed. Kenny Omega, the cleaner, is on his way back to pro wrestling. He has a match at the Tokyo Dome against Gabriel Kidd. And effectively, Excalibur was gassing it like, hey, Kenny's coming back to AEW. Let's get the New Japan match out the way first. Let's not don't just say he's on the way. He's not. Don't do that. You're gonna scare the fans, okay? Because Kenny is. Go back and look at the numbers when Kenny was there. I'm not a Kenny stan, but I'm just saying Kenny's a draw.
Facts are facts.
We missed the cleaner on our TV, but as long as he's healthy and able and ready to go, then I say that. All right, what's going on in the Fed, man? We got Raw on Netflix. Let's talk about all the hoopla and the merriment over this show. We got Tribal Combat, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa for the Ula Fala on Netflix. How you feel? Let's get into that. You first.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, and now I'm kind of torn off of it because it's sitting so pretty. But when stuff sits so pretty, there's always something that comes up. And I'm just saying that the tribal chief, when I say the tribal chief, I'm talking about Solo. When the tribal chief has the follow, he's not just going to give it up easy. Now, the OTC going to just dog him out. But he gets his hands on it, he ain't going to have it long because somebody's going to smash him. And we all know who it is. And everybody want it and waiting on it. That's going to be crazy. I just want to see how fast it takes for Roman to pin him. And then the Samoa werewolf to just be all on him. That's it. And on top of all of this, we're going back to 3 hours. So it's going to feel like a real pay-per-view. Oh, excuse me, PLE. Whatever they want to call it.
Hey, Rusty, I just clicked the button and we're here. Fuck it. We're here. Glad you made it in, man. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. How do I feel about Tribal Combat? I love it because basically what Tribal Combat is, if you've noticed, the last Tribal Combat matches we've had here, it's just we can overbook the fuck out of this and have everybody running. So I'm expecting to see my grandma running. God rest her soul. I'm expecting to see everybody run down in this bitch. Okay, I'm expecting to see Drew, Sammy, Jay. You bring Dwayne. You bring in Hikuleo. I don't care. Bring in everybody. And before I get done, I just have to say this. I love you, Solo. I'm sorry. I feel like that has got. How has that gotten over? That's like the most over thing about this whole bloodline story. Not the two people fighting, not Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and not Solo Sikoa, the upper tribal chief, but just Jacob holding it down like this. And then Tama with the yeah. Like, hey, like these guys are doing what Dusty said. They maximizing the minutes here. So shout out to Tama. Shout out to Jacob. Tonga, we miss you, brother. Be safe. Get well soon.
You be back, dog. You be back.
We miss you. We miss you, but yeah, Tribal Combat is gonna be lit. I can't wait to see everybody run in. And what else is going on? Seth the Chef Rollins taking on Chick Magnet Phil, CM Punk. It's booked. It's signed. How do we feel about that?
I'm super surprised that they're willing to give that match away on regular TV. I just
Give it away. It's on Netflix. You got to think, okay? You are all everybody that's already on Netflix, right? Your cards have already been charged for the month. So you're already in the door. And between me and you, they made the $5 billion already. It's just a return on investment. But I would like to see a tribal combat, older family members in the ramp area. Stop everyone and say, let them handle this. That's
that would
bomb.
be
I like
fire.
that idea.
I
Just have
love it.
Rikishi out there like, stop. I was the only one to do it for The Rock. Now we must do it for the family.
I love that idea. Again, you're right on that point, but still, that's an extra at WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania match. As much as I don't care for Phil, I keep it real when I talk. Phil and Seth, that's WrestleMania moment. And I'm really surprised that they're willing to give it away on this first Netflix. Now, I'm not saying they can't come back and run it again, but I'm really super surprised because it was supposed to be for WrestleMania last year until Phil walked in the ring, got hurt like he usually do. But things happen. So, and I would give Triple H this too before. Triple H is so brilliant in how he put cards out and set people up because of the things that you don't think you want. He brings out something even better, and we sitting there looking like exactly, Russ.
Already got it. Man, listen, with this, I feel like I'm normally in the general consensus to say fuck CM Punk. And in this feud, this back and forth, there's been so many truth bombs thrown, and the lines of reality have been blurred rigorously. So it's just like, all right, what am I supposed to believe? What's a work? What's a shoot? What's a work shoot? Can't do anything like that, brother. And it's just like, you know what? We just got to sit back and enjoy the wrestling, enjoy the moments for what they are. And I feel like this is a match that we've always wanted to see. We've seen it before, but to see it now in this light with these two, Punk being so damn old, Seth being so damn good, it can't help but be good. And also, too, I want you to think this is Monday Night Raw. This match will not have a finish. If it does, I will be pleasantly surprised. You can paint me in Cowboys blue and I'll shut the fuck up. But this is Monday Night Raw. Don't forget, okay? We can use disqualifications. There can be run-ins. They can fight to the outside and not get back in and answer the ref's 10 count. So please do not forget where we at. Don't forget to wipe your shoes off on the mat. This is still Monday Night Raw.
So facts. So facts. But and I guess what got me so blinded by it is because everything they're putting together is pay-per-view quality. They're going overboard with this. So that's why I'm like, man, why would you do this? But again, like I said, Triple H ain't no fool. He been in the business long enough and know how to manipulate us gullible wrestling fans into giving more of our cash.
Gullible, listen, give the people what they want. We wanted to see this fight for a year, okay? Also, I just read that it's going to be Liv and Rhea on this Netflix show for the World Championship. So it's like, hey, listen, if there was ever a time to give the people what they want, this would be it. If you want to get everybody off of traditional television to streaming, you want to put your biggest stars over there. And plus, I heard that a certain WWE champion is going to be making an appearance. Cody Rhodes is going to be in the building. Bianca Belair is going to be in the building for this Netflix show. Also, someone said John Cena, old ass, going to be in the building. So you know what? I think the farewell tour is starting to begin.
Oh, yeah.
So this is why this Netflix show has to jump. And this is all before I mentioned maybe an appearance by The Rock. This is all before I even said his name.
Then you
Listen,
sit there and think about this too. They're doing the trade.
really? No, they doing the transfer window. That bullshit.
Whatever they want to call it this week, it don't matter to
Rusty,
me.
stop. My
Oh no,
fault. How could I?
Rusty
Logan, right. Yes, Logan Paul.
He's right because he had just got to. He's been put on Monday Night Raw.
Well, shout out to Logan Paul.
Yes, sir. The one that just retired is on Monday Night Raw.
Well, look, man. I said this about Logan Paul in a conversation with a friend. Logan Paul has no right, even though he works hard and he works on it himself, to be that darn good with, little to no anything in the business. So I'm happy. I cannot wait to see what he does up on Netflix. No more springboard backflips. You got a baby. Congratulations on the newborn baby, by the way.
So could this be the end of the judgment day too?
Oh yeah. Cause listen, I felt hurt. Cause not from the fact of, the dissension amongst the ranks and, no one's getting along. I was watching in the background. Why didn't y'all have Carlito unlocked on the DLC on the game? Cuz, like, if you got the season pass, it was free. So, like, what happened? Like, is the gang that fucked up to where we can't have the season pass in 2K24? That's what we doing? Hold on. Let's get to this right here. Hold on. Quick from what was this, Rusty? What's this? Who is better? Paul or Bad Bunny? That's a hard one. You talk about Bad Bunny or Logan Paul, not Bad Bunny. Because he did a Canadian at Mania. Cause I mean that debut with Morrison and Priest and Miz was valid. And then that match with Priest was valid. I mean, Logan is still he's still actively going, and he had more matches than Bad Bunny. But if we're talking about the quality of matches, the atmosphere and all that, I mean, we looking at Bad Bunny. He's more like an attraction. He's more like hey, listen, we going to Puerto Rico again. We need to pop a number. Call Bad Bunny. One of them things. So, oh no, I feel like that could be definitely a perspective answer for sure.
I never thought I would say this. Never. Damn. Logan Paul.
Over Bad Bunny? Over Bad Bunny?
Man, look. Bad Bunny was killing it. And I loved everything he's done. But just, God, I don't even know how these words are coming out of my mouth.
Just put it back up on the screen for you.
Just the natural. The way he's so natural in everything he does. I mean, look, he put the buckshot lariat over. He made Hangman look like crap. His is just so natural. I mean, when he had the match with Roman Reigns, everybody kept telling me, oh, this is great, man. You need to check. I'm like, man, nobody studied him, man. Bump him. And I finally watched. And silently, I cried to myself.
You saw.
I cried because I said, man, he ain't got the right to be this good. No.
I mean, he was in the ring with Roman, so let's just caveat that one by saying he was out there with the greats.
Name everybody he's been in the ring with, and I tell you, the match has been fire. Unfortunately and truthfully.
Yeah.
When he saved Ray could have got messed up. He was smart enough.
Catch him. Consummate professional.
Man. And again, I don't like none of the Pauls. All of them. None of them. I had to catch myself because I was gonna say something else, but I don't like them. But I have to respect that game because if nothing else, and everybody talking about, oh well, he trained his moves, he did all this, that. Well, you know what? A lot of wrestlers do that, and they ain't half of the athlete that he is. Just being real.
Absolutely. So
And
definitely
I
can't
love,
wait. Oh, go ahead.
and I hope Bad Bunny come back because I need another Bad Bunny match.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Where we go from here, man? I feel like we haven't sat down and talked about the New Day because I thought they were going to get a lot of TV time on Raw. They didn't, which was fucking perfect because at this point you want to boo them out the building, but to see them get kicked out of the locker room by Uncle Rey Mysterio and them having to change in the parking lot to even getting their time cut in half because everybody want to fight because the PF Changs want to fight the damage control is so funny. But like overall, like I feel like I did my video on the New Day. I was already sad about it. But now at this point with Woods and Kofi just living in the douchery, just living in the assholeness that is their heel run. I feel like this is probably going to be the best New Day we've ever seen. What do you think?
I agree with
What
you.
up, Joe? Joe Monroe Show. Hit them
What's
up.
up,
Shout out to them. Follow them. I know you can watch them on WSN and all that good jazz. What up, y'all?
man? I never thought. Now Woods, it was easy because he's been doing this for months now, so cool. But the way they got the crowd
Mm-hmm.
to be able to turn on Kofi. No,
No,
they're gonna keep the name
keep it.
because they were the New Day when they first started and was heels.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so long ago. Man, this has been to me, and I know I'm gonna offend some people when I say this.
Oh, Lord.
This has been better than the Bloodline.
Okay, I'm one of them people. What the hell is wrong with you? What is
Come
your
on,
own?
come on there.
Listen,
Okay, let me explain it. Let me explain it.
please.
Okay, now the New Day. We were tired because we kept saying, you know what? Come on, Woods. We know you're gonna flip over. Blah blah blah. Right. Then we have the 10-year anniversary. Then it looked like they're gonna break up. And they hit us with Big E. Big E. And it's like, okay, here we go. They're gonna get it together, they're gonna do whatever. And then they didn't diss Big E. They told you, get the hell on. You got a girlfriend there. Oh, you figured out what women are made for now? We don't need you.
You
Oh, back
left
up.
us.
Go on, bro. We don't need no hurt dude. We only got each other. Then on top of that, as magnificent of a man Triple H is, he's been hitting us for weeks because anybody who tell you they don't want to hear their side of the story are telling you a lie.
Liar. But it's cool to boo.
And so they making it. It's getting better. We still want to hear what the whole thing. We still don't know the truth about it. We
Listen,
want to know it.
we could drag
But
this, and the beautiful thing about this is that with the radioactive heat they got for just disrespecting Big E like that, they bought themselves at least like a month of just walking in the buildings and getting booed out of them before we do the mandatory sit down interview. So I feel like we're gonna wait till after we get on Netflix and have them do the sit down with Michael Cole and Pat. But
well, I'm gonna hit you with this
what you
that a
got?
lot of people ain't expecting. We just got new tag champions, didn't we?
Oh yeah, listen, they finna loot. Listen, don't get me wrong. The shout out to the War Raiders. They back and all that, and they got the championship. The Judgment Day lost, but we know. I think everybody in the building, everybody at home knows that they are dropping those belts to the New Day, and it's going to be I don't know how, but Ric Flair is going to be proud at all the dirty tricks that they use to get these championships. What we got here? Look at this. What,
It
what
would
you
not
what you talking
surprise
about,
me.
Rusty? What you talking about? Big E will get cleared and get over with him to take out Kofi and Woods.
Now, I
That's
know that's
hilarious.
supposed to be a joke, but see, my whole thought behind it, that is clear. That's how I feel about it.
Leave
Is
Obafemi alone. He don't need to be here. He don't need
oh,
to be involved in this.
well, I'm gonna say over until we get to the
Yeah,
NXT
but
talk.
see, leave the ruler alone.
But it would not surprise me knew they win the titles on Netflix.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at it. I will be mad at it because that's what they want, but I'm not mad at it personally. If anything, this
Now,
is
now,
exactly
with
what
all
we
that
needed.
being said, you are not gonna sit here and tell me that you didn't even answer your own question about the New Day being better than the Bloodline right now.
That is well. Listen, as far as you said, because man,
Okay, it's
listen,
okay.
listen. You went back to it, so let's go back to it. Okay, as far as the New Day being better than the Bloodline story right now, because this is the key word you just said of all time. You talking
No,
about
no, no,
right
no,
right
no.
now? We talking this
Right now.
current iteration of the story now. Yes, because at this point, the Bloodline story, in my opinion, until we see different, has peaked as of right now. Because Roman is a chief with no tribe. We know this already. Jimmy hurt, Jay on Raw, Sammy's on Raw. They ain't really running with him like that. He got White. He has Paul Heyman back. You know what I'm saying? But again, and then you look at Solo. If my man didn't get hurt, he would still have the whole gang. But at this point, the way they presented him, he is still in full control here. He is
Oh yeah.
still the tribal chief. But when you look at this New Day story, man, I there's a clip. There's a clip out here. I was speechless. I didn't say anything. I was watching it with Ali live. I didn't say anything for like 3 minutes, and I was trying my best to get words out, and I couldn't. So after careful deliberation, I'm going to have to agree with you and say that there's yeah, because I feel like the Bloodline story made me, enjoy it. This story made me feel.
That's
I
that's
felt
the
something.
key.
Felt
That
it.
is the key. Everybody, even if you don't care about New Day, one way or the other, they making you feel it because they
Dirty. Mm,
went through the mud. You know when people look, in the back
mm-hmm.
when you get to seeing different people that don't matter and they ain't getting beat up, you know you done did something wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Good
I'm look, look.
time.
I think they can milk this for a minute
Yeah.
and like I said, can you hear that pop when Big E come out? Can you hear it? It's gonna,
Absolutely.
it's gonna take Kofi Mania and make it look stupid. The pop when Big E come out and announce he can wrestle again.
Absolutely. All right, let's jump on over to the wonderful world of NXT because somebody's missing teeth and we gotta talk about it, man. In the same building where Shawn Michaels lost his smile, Ethan Page decided I want to take Javon Evans. So this promo back and forth was very, very good. Let's make sure that we give everybody credit for everything that they did. The back and forth was pristine. Okay, Javon is growing, and Ethan, this is a guy who's been at this shit for 20 years. You can see in the ring, this guy knows what he's doing, and he had me hook, line, and sinker the whole time. And sure enough, toward the end of this segment, Somebody got their face stomped, man. Javon Evans got a foot in the mush in the chair. He lost some teeth and he was bleeding all over the ring. Oh, it was nasty. Professor Barrett, your thoughts on the violence upon
Man,
violence?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had my TV on mute. I didn't even hear them talking. I just saw. And I'm like kind of doing my thing and half paying attention. Then I saw Ethan grab the chair and I'm like, okay, well, they ain't gonna do that. Then I look back up and I saw old boy bleeding Javon.
Mm.
I'm like, nah, he ain't bleeding. Man, he's bleeding. Where?
Mm-hmm.
Dustin Rose getting busted open bleeding. And I'm like, man, did they pick up his other part of his jaw? Because this boy, man, I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna have to get a lawsuit because I ain't gonna be able to eat for years, not months,
Absolutely.
years.
Terrible, terrible work. So I feel like that feud, that's going to be the feud that sends Ethan Page off to the main roster where, Javon is going to get that huge victory. How you feel about that? Think so?
Oh yeah, I think that this is gonna be a perfect ascent for Javon. He's gonna put him in that semi-main event type thing where he can run for the with North American Championship. I think that's going to be right up his alley. He's going to need this, and like you said, Page, and then on top of with Page, the rumor, and we talk about rumors. The rumor of his partner in the North coming to WWE.
Josh?
Yes. So,
What?
so his wife did not resign. They tried to resign her. She wouldn't resign. Josh's contract is up in February. Now you tell me a lot. Name me a lot of times when the wife don't sign and the husband do. It ain't a lot.
I can tell you a couple times, but in this instance, you're right. And you know what? Listen, WWE is already have a state of the art tag team division. When everybody gets there, when Phoenix finishes, his time, and he comes and joins his brother, we got the best tag teams everywhere. And then you add these two, and then you let them split. Josh Alexander is
Beast.
I don't even know that you said a beast. He's a problem. Like it's so much talent just
I,
just just in those two right there. So
not to be disrespectful to him, but I see him as a Kurt Angle on steroids.
no disrespect.
No disrespect.
I feel that. I feel that. Listen, how do we feel about Obafemi becoming the Iron Survivor and now having a one-on-one championship match against Trick Williams at New Year's Evil?
I say, by Trick, you did a good job. I see you on the main roster.
Yeah, we'll see you on SmackDown, buddy.
Man,
SmackDown's good, bro. The catering's good. You get to wear
you
blue
can
a
you
lot.
can get wet with your boy, and y'all can hug it out and
No, they gonna
everything.
fight.
But man, the way, if I'm telling you like this, if Obi does not win the NXT championship, not that I watch NXT like that anyway, I'm just gonna stop watching it because it won't make sense. It won't. Now don't get me wrong. And now here's the thing about Trick. I love Trick. He's good. He's very good, very talented for the small amount of time he's been in there. But there ain't no way, there ain't no how that he won't get ran through. I want to hear Booker go, no, man. I want to hear Booker do his song one last time because that's the last time he's gonna do it because he's going up to SmackDown. That
Absolutely.
boy gonna
Hey,
get ran through.
listen, you thought that it was going to be Joe Hendry. Thought we just going to push the Joe Hendry button. Oba was a surprise? No, because I felt like Oba dropped the belt, but he didn't disappear. I knew that he was around there somewhere.
The one thing about it, even though they have this working relationship, they will not, I repeat, will not put a title on a NXT person.
At all.
I mean, yeah,
TNA.
TNA, my bad.
I mean,
Figure
even if
this
they
out.
did, there will be, I'm sure there will be like terms and conditions to be like, hey, listen, that belt's coming back.
They will put it on them when they sign to WWE.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So with that, I'm torn because Obafemi, if you've been a long time viewer of the program, even back to like, episode 12 or whatever, I've always been a huge fan of Obafemi. Okay. I believed everything that man said. I said one time, if Obafemi says that the sky is purple, then the sky is purple. I said that if Obafemi says the cow says quack, then I say af motherfucking flack. Okay. All I'm saying is I believe in Obafemi like y'all believe in Joe Hendry. But now to see him go up against Trick Williams, who I may add had a bomb performance against Ridge Holland, an even better performance against Eddie Thorpe. Just he's been on a very good run as of late as NXT champion. And he is, proven the naysayers wrong. And I don't even know why he has naysayers because, he's proven everything in your face over time. And yeah, it's the end of the road, buddy. Your title reign ends here with the ruler, Oba Femi. Ooh. I think Trick and Miller are like Cole and O'Reilly. Friends, then enemies, then friends again.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
I give you that.
Absolutely. Anytime you
And,
say his name, he gets mad.
and then here's the thing too. Oba is different than Goldberg, than Brock Lesnar,
Absolutely.
because he's articulate. He's so articulate.
Absolutely.
He reminds me of Samoa Joe. Very articulate. He is focused, and he will destroy you. He plays with you. He plays like he playing with his food. I can finish you and devour you real quick. Nah, let me throw you over here and see what you got. Okay, now I'm tired of you. Ah, and that's what Trick is about to get.
Yeah,
I mean,
Trick
Trick
gonna
has
get whooped on, man.
like I said, he has came into his own. He's done a lot, and I see why they let him be the face of NXT. But your time is up, dog.
Like I said, listen, catering's good on SmackDown, bruh. You'll have fun. You get to see Triple H every day. You'll have fun. Yeah. What else? What else is going on in NXT? If you don't know, that's okay. We can wrap this up.
I was gonna say, well, I
What
can
up?
tell you about the Eddie Thorpe thing. We didn't talk about that.
Let's talk
From the,
about this guy, this lying motherfucker. Let's talk about this lying ass because at this point here, I'm not invested. After I found out he just capping the whole way to get a title match, I felt like DX is going to jump him at this point because you ain't going to be putting your hands on the boss. You know what I'm saying? Or The Rock is just going to come back and just one good time.
I, I was just waiting for that super kick. But see,
Mm-hmm.
and then here's the thing though, Eddie Thorpe. Because, man, what do you get for being a good guy? You get beat up, you get punked. Man, sometimes you got to go into business for yourself.
No,
And look, and here's the thing about it. Nobody would have thought any different. They believed him. He played that smooth. That, I got to give him some credit for that. It was brilliant. Why get into this long, drawn out match that I possibly could lose and fight 4 other people when I could just say I got beat up and they're gonna give me a title shot? Man, yeah. Look, that I guess that's that Bobby the Brain Heenan in me. Yeah, dog. That like Booker said, that's smart, dog.
Listen, he had a title match on NXT, and where they get him? Beat.
Either you can win it or you can't.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good question, Roman. Second time. So what's going on? How we feel? Who will do Sean's bidding? I don't know. Sean, we're going to have to figure that out. I see that. And that's the beautiful thing about weekly episodic television, because now we get to tune in next week and we get to see what's going on.
Something just popped in my mind. Because like I said, I don't watch it like that. But when the hell did Lexis King become a face?
They're trying slowly but surely to move him over to that. And you know what? I don't believe it. He's much better as a sniveling, snickering, type of heel. So you know what? I feel like the only thing we could do is just sit back and watch it. Because listen, don't get me wrong. When he was in AEW as the tag team with Griff Garrison, he had a very, very good hot tag, and he could definitely fire up with the best of them. So I don't know. I feel like this is one of those things where you just got to put a pin in it, and then we'll just see how it goes. See if it actually goes. Because think about it, in about 5 years, he will be great on SmackDown in that mid card.
Right.
He'll be great for that role.
I just think if this is where you're gonna go with him, you might as well go on back to calling him Brian Pillman Jr.
Oh, they made sure to kill that. So no, that's not happening. They got rid of that. They made sure. Hey, listen, no.
Well, and honestly, that was a smart move on his part, because his name value, if and when he goes back to the Indies, everybody know who Brian Pillman is.
Absolutely. So, there's no need.
Yeah.
You could build a whole nother entity, a whole nother name. You see, I'm sure that estate is already good. All right, well, shoot. I think I'm good. I think I don't have much of nothing else. I think we can wrap this one up, put a bow on it, and take it home. Wait, let's see what Rusty said first before we get up out of here. Pillman name coming back, I think, since he mentioned his dad name a lot lately, trying to put Pillman back in his good graces.
But before we run up out here, we didn't even talk about our boy Kevin Owens.
We have not. Thank you for stopping me before we left. But yeah, Kevin Owens I feel like Kevin Owens has been on the phone with Moxley. How to murder 101. Package pile drivers are right and left. This is Steen. This is Steen shit we're seeing right now. This is prime Kevin Steen, kill Steen, kill. And I feel like this has to end with him having the WWE Championship. I'm pissed that he didn't win it at Saturday night's main event. But I feel like, again, we came on the other side of this smelling the roses, and Kevin Owens is a bigger star than he ever was, just from the heat. And the clip of him, fighting Hunter at the top of the stage, that was money. Money.
But, on top of that, I heard, well, it's not a rumor. It's what people I've been hearing what they want. They want to put him, Drew, and Seth together.
Ew.
Now, the reason being, all of them are telling the truth about people.
Right.
They're justified in their actions. That'd be one hell of a group that they really believe and make great points about why whatever. Man, to me, that would be fire. Because look, Owens, he definitely ain't wrong. You and then him and Seth are on the same page. Man, matter of fact, all three of them are. Look at what Roman's done. Roman ain't changed. He ain't changed. But everybody want to be going to him, want to help him. Well, he's this, that. But you remember when he did me dirty?
Right.
The
He
new
did.
Shield, man, that would be perfect.
So I
It would
feel
be
like
perfect.
I'm not mad at the idea, but I feel like until you see it, you see something start to form on television, that's a good rumor. I don't want to hang on to it too much and be disappointed when it don't happen. But
Right.
I feel like I do see like an anti-group coming together, but I feel like there's no need for it because it's not like Roman is fucking Superman. He lost to his cousin. His cousin beat his ass. Like he's not this unstoppable person. He is the tribal chief. He is the OTC. He's human.
Yeah, but it's not just about stopping Roman. It's stopping the injustice that all three men have felt and been done dirty. Imagine all three of them dislike. No, let me rephrase that. Hate Phil.
Yeah.
All three of them hate Phil.
Every single one of them.
Man, and then popping up on people. Man, yeah. And let him be the architect again. Yeah, man. I'm again with rumors. You just got to take them and that. But that to me would be awesome.
Absolutely. Listen, as we reach the
And
hour mark here,
one more thing before we get out of here. How can we leave and not congratulate the inaugural U.S. Women's Champion, Chelsea Green?
you did. Thank you. Chelsea Green, listen, after what was quite the underwhelming tournament, because I mean, from when everybody was announced, everybody already decided that she is the one. She is who we wanted. And Meechin, she played her part. She did a fairly good job. But deep down, we all got what we wanted. What up, cousin? We got what we wanted. So yes, I feel like history has been made. Like husband, like wife. Both former United States champions in their own right will always be in history as the first. And I couldn't have been happier. I was away, but taking a look at that, yes, Lord.
That ain't gonna be the way for the women's intercontinental.
Hell no. Natty or bust. Fuck you talk about. I'm taking Natalia all the way. I'll bet the house, the shoes, the shoestrings, and the salmon. I don't know what one has to do with the other, but just know that's how much I'm willing to wager. Everything. And watch, I'll be sad when Natalia loses the triple threat. I will return back here next week, a sad panda.
I've been pretty good. The U.S. one I picked perfectly. This intercontinental, I still, after me and you had that conversation, I'm like, yeah, Natty, and it feels right just because to give Natty her flowers,
She
let
need
her
that.
win be the
She
first,
needs that.
then you can go on with the others.
Yeah. We need that first to be a great one. Oh God. See, I was trying to get out of here and avoid the shit like this. I was trying to get the go home, as they say in the business. It did Laura win it. No. I wish Bree was here. Bree would shoot that down immediately. No, we hate Becky Jr. I don't. She's great at what she does, but no, I don't. I'd rather not. Listen, I would rather see Zoe Stark over Lyra because I mean Zoe is bomb, but over Lyra, I'll take Zoe over Lyra.
I'll say this: they have killed me with the whole peanut butter jelly sandwich group. I mean, they are great and should be better than what they are, but they've just mismanaged. They just mismanaged them. Crappy name, just beat up anybody for no reason, and it doesn't make sense. They can't win nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing about PF Chang's. But again, now as we wind down, is there anything else you want to drop on the people before we get up out of here?
I just want to tell the people thank you as always. Appreciate that you follow my peoples at 2.5 Hills. Thank you for helping me become who I am today. Definitely follow them, show them love, and keep supporting them. And thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting WSN. Thank you for all the affiliates, people down with us. Just thank you.
Absolutely. Y'all see the link, thewrestlingsociety.com is right there. You go ahead and click that if you want to. If not, it's all over the place. Pull up TayGorilla.com. We got videos aplenty, videos galore, interviews. We got a bunch of things crack-a-lacking over there. I'm tired, but I'm also excited because my birds are 10 straight. Go bird! We got to get up out of here. I thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And as always, wherever there's wrestling, there's 2.5 Hills. See y'all next week.